Look at that.
Oh, shit.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Day
Welcome.
two,
Oh,
Empire.
we got our people coming in.
So many people coming in. We were just talking, for all of you who are hopping on live, we were just talking again about just the timing, like divine timing. And we trust and know for each and every one of you, divine timing in you being here this week.
For sure.
And today is going to be next level. I already know. Like Michelle doesn't even have to open her mouth, and I know, I know how powerful it's going to be. Before we kick off with Michelle's teaching, I want to invite you all to share. I want to invite just a couple of shares from yesterday.
Hmm.
When you completed yesterday, when you jumped off, got home, we're reflecting last night. What were some of the biggest shifts that happened or things that came up for you as a result of what we talked about? I want to invite everyone to share in the chat, but one or two of you to also just come off mute and share, raise your hand and share. And with the view we've got it on, I can't see everyone really well. So I'm going to have to like cycle through. I may just say, hey, come off mute and
Yeah,
share.
just come off mute. I think that's a great idea.
There we
Or you
go.
can raise your hand too, and we can let you. But
Yeah.
either way.
We want to hear. Hold on. I'm cycling through people. I don't normally
I'll
do this.
do it.
Here we go. Oh, wait, I see
I'm
Liz.
in.
You raised your real hand. Liz, go ahead.
Well, I figured both worked.
Both works.
Hi, everyone. I will say I thought about this session yesterday all day and into the night. And what I realized, I think you asked a question, what if your 2026 could be your 10-year dream?
Mm,
And
Mm.
I went, oh, okay. And then I thought about how that has been the case throughout my entire career. Like I have taken leaps throughout my entire career because I took an opportunity way before I thought I was going to get there. And it
mhm,
has brought me to so many exciting things. So I just loved that you asked that question because it really got me excited about like what could 2026 be?
yeah.
And ready to shed all of my limiting beliefs so that I'm open to whatever the divine
Yeah.
inspiration can come
So
from that.
good.
Yeah. It's so true. The only limits that exist, Liz, are in your mind.
Hmm.
I mean, it really is. So remembering that and just noticing from yesterday and as we go into today and then tomorrow with what Jessica leads tomorrow, like where does your mind tell you, oh, I couldn't possibly have more than that or do more than that? That's just mental. So playing with 10-year vision, becoming 1-year vision, that's the energy of what we're doing here. That's what we're going to be doing in this mastermind. That's the vibe is collapsing time. And then today is going to be really strategic. Like there's no accident in the timing of anything here. Today is really strategic to help you release anything that would hold you back from having that experience that you're wanting going into 2026. Yeah,
Can I call somebody out here that I saw?
totally. Yes. Yeah, let's do one more. Um,
Christina Simmons.
Yes, ma'am.
I saw you put what you put in the chat. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, yeah. So the perfectionism keeps you poor because I think we're
mhm,
all just so very afraid to try anything new because it's not going to be perfect. And so we don't do it at all because if
Hmm.
it's not going to be perfect, then why should we do it? And so it keeps you
Right.
stuck.
yeah, you got to let that go. If you're gonna really do it big time, it's you got to let it go. It's not that we don't give our best. It's not that we don't do great at, but perfectionism, it's a hiding mechanism. Like we hide behind it has to be perfect.
Hmm.
To your point,
Mhm.
it's a way of saying I'm not going to take action, right? Because what if this, what if that? It's a fear coping hiding mechanism. So
Mm.
yeah, so good. Um, Jessica, Michelle, anything you want to chime in on before we kick off today? I know we've got a lot today, so I don't want to take too
Mhm.
much time.
Oh,
Um,
I'm just so excited because I know how good this is going to be.
I'm reading the chat. I love reading what's in the chat. I
mm,
feel scared. I love this, Kayla. This is what we want to do today. This is so great. I'm scared to step into this. When Jessica said let go, I was like, go where and do what? I so get that. And look at all the quotes. Love that. Love that you love this, Michelle. Your level of income won't exceed your self-worth. Yes, yes, and yes. Such good stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
Love it.
Michelle,
Love it.
before you start your brilliance, do we need to spotlight you or do
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. Are
Okay,
you
I don't
ready?
know. Yeah, go for
I'm,
it.
I'm doing it.
Your magic. All right, I love it.
Here I am.
Okay, let's go.
I just want to say welcome to everyone. I'm seeing some new people here today. I want to say welcome to all of you. I hope you've had the opportunity to watch yesterday's live. If not, it is on all of our YouTube channels. It is also in your inbox. You should have gotten it in your inbox. So if you didn't, let us know. We will send it to you again. It was incredible. Elise was our main speaker yesterday. She was on point. So, so good. Thank you for kicking that off, Elise. I mean, it's exactly, I love the order that this is in. So, anyway, I want to recap two different things that we brought up yesterday. And I love, today we're doing the emotional work, everyone. So I love that you're having some things bubble up. I love all the shares that we've had already today. I love this bubbling up. So pay attention between right now and then when we do the work, we're going to do the work today, I promise. We're going to do a couple different things, I think. Pay attention though, even as I'm speaking, and if Elise chimes in or Jessica, write it down. Write down what's happening inside of you and or write down the thoughts you're having or the belief, okay? If you can, if you know what that belief is, just write it down because that's what we're going to work on today. Okay. So two things that I want to cover from yesterday. Number one, I want to talk about the word empire. And I want to tell you just a little quick story around that because I've been saying, I'm building an empire, but mostly to myself with a very few people over the last couple of years. And the reason I didn't blast it out there to everyone is because there could be, and Jessica, you brought it up yesterday, there's some negative connotation on that word empire, but we don't feel like that. We don't feel like that. And what I was thinking about it today, and I thought, you know what? The word empire is stuck in the past in toxic masculinity, where people are building these big, giant things, stepping on other people, and it's gross, it's ugly. That's not what we're doing here. So yesterday, if you listen to the replay, we all defined what empire means to us. So I really would love you to take some time. You don't have to do it right now, but what is your empire? What does it mean to you? Because we are not only, I realize this too today, we're not only redefining what the word empire means, we are redefining masterminds. We are bringing into masterminds the quantum field, energy, scale, not just scaling, not just becoming who you're here to be and stepping into your empire, but we're doing it by way of quantum, nervous system, embodiment, so many incredible things. So it's the best of all worlds that have come together. And again, for those of you that were not here yesterday, the three of us feel like we were tapped on the shoulder for this divine assignment or this divine mission to come together. And I have to say, Elise, Jessica, we've known each other for a few years now. This thought never dawned on me. I don't know about you guys until we were together a year ago. And it was like this, not just a light bulb, it was energy that was rippling through us. And every time we've spoken since then, there's an energy that's guiding us to do this work with you all for these 3 days and then this 6-month mastermind. So it's a divine assignment. And I say that because you all have a divine assignment as well. That is why you're here. If you felt the nudge to come here today and for the 3 days, I promise you, you're being tapped. But here's the thing that is true. And I want to define for you how I would define the empire, my empire. It is when we are aligned with our soul's mission. It's when we are tapping in and aligning with what we're here and called to do. There's an aliveness to it. It is getting out of bed, feeling alive, feeling life on purpose, life with passion. That's when you know you're on point, you're on that target, and you are building that empire. But if you're in this group with us, you're here because you are in a business, whether you own it or you're working in a business, and you are ready to grow your own empire. So my empire is going to look different than Elise's and Jessica's and all of yours. So something that was brought up yesterday, and I really want you to, I want to drive this point home. Please do not compare yourself to anyone else's empire. It is, in my opinion, it is when our soul is, when we are aligned with our soul, we are on point with a mission that we are here to do. Some people are aligned with their soul to be incredible stay-at-home mamas. That's their mission, and they are badass at it. Some people are here to do other things. It doesn't matter what you're here to do. The point is, our job, Elise and Jessica and I, are here to help you to align to that thing. Okay? So that's number one, empire. That's what empire means to me. It's building the thing you're here to do and do it really well. That's what we're here to teach you how to step into, but help you to grow into as well. But why don't we already have our empire? What's blocking us? Why do we feel stuck? I was reading these comments, these beautiful comments. I feel overwhelmed. I feel all the things. This is another thing. And this is where I want to just share with you a little quick understanding of why we don't have what we want. Because when we are born from the ages of 0 to 6, we are little baby sponges and we are absorbing everything in our environment. Every thought, every belief. We watch how people relate in relationships. That would be our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. How did your siblings treat you? All of these things play into who you are today. And all of these things got placed on a roadmap. And guess what? It's from 0 to 6. Just what year was it when you were 6, right? So imagine today driving around with a roadmap from that year. For me, it was like 74 maybe, something like that. I mean, roads weren't even put in. Like there are a lot of roads that are here now that weren't there then. But that's how we drive around in our human bodies now, trying to navigate our world, trying to create our empires, trying to create healthy relationships, trying to create our worth, trying to bring in money, trying to feel value. But if the roadmap that was created for you from 0 to 6 wasn't healthy, the healthiest it could possibly be, let me say it like that. And nobody has that, unfortunately. I've done this work for 3 decades. I have never met anyone that didn't need help or updating, as I call it, on their roadmap. Okay. So that is what we're doing today. We're going to start doing this updating on your roadmap. I'm going to give you an example just to really drive it home for you. One example of things that get put on your roadmap. If you're really excited when you're a little kid, and let's say your mom had smaller kids, you're 5 years old, your mom had some you had younger siblings, or maybe your mom had chronic migraines, your mom was distracted, your mom had her own stuff going on, whatever it might be. If your mom's really distracted and you're really excited and you did finger painting, you go, Mommy, look at the finger painting I did. Look what I did. And she's overwhelmed and she pushed you away. Said, leave me alone. I don't want to see you. Guess what? That gets placed on the roadmap. That's a belief. I'm too much. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I don't matter. I need to be invisible. Because a little kid feels the energy of mommy doing this even more than the words. The energy is powerful. It causes us to form beliefs around that experience. So think about your life from the ages of 0 to 6. What was going on? What happened? What beliefs did you form about yourself from way back then? And that's what I do. That's my superpower. My superpower is that I clear blocks and limiting beliefs so we can unapologetically align with the life we are here to live. Unapologetically. And I say that word because I have worked with people, like I said, for, I don't even want to say this out loud because it really ages me, but 30 years, okay? Don't tell anybody. But so many women specifically that I've spoken with over the years, some men, but mostly women I've always worked with, they feel guilty. We can't have that. That's too much. I remember working with, it was not working, it was a friend of mine. And I said, how much money do you want to have? How much money do you want to make? And she was a mother, 2 kids, husband not paying any child support, and starting a business, actually. And I said, how much money do you want to make? She was struggling. I mean, bad. She was struggling. I said, how much money do you want to make? She goes, I don't know. I only need $75,000 a year. And I said, well, how much do you want? It doesn't matter. I don't want to have too much. I'm like, what is wrong with us? Not what's wrong with her, because what she said to me is what so many women have said over the years, 30 years to me. Oh, I don't want to be too much. I don't want to have too much. I don't want to be too big. I don't want to be too the. Oh my God, that is all of our childhood programming. And again, I always say this. This is my caveat all the time. I never blame or shame our parents. Everybody does the best they could. I did. I did the best I could with my kids. Thank God they go to therapy and coaching. I'm like, good, please go. But we don't want to blame our parents. They really did the best they could with what they had from their parents, right? So it's not to blame, but I did notice this hesitation from women to step into their true self, to step into their worth. Something we struggle with as women is our own worth. Why are you not worth having your own empire? So as I say that, think about what's bubbling up for you. Think about this too. On that roadmap, that's where all of your money beliefs are. What did you learn growing up about money? Now, I was thinking about my own beliefs. My parents didn't really say much. We were upper middle class. I had everything I wanted. Now, I didn't want a brand new Porsche when I was 16, but I drove my mom's car to school when she wasn't working, so I was able to drive. But there were many kids that went to my school that were driving the Porsches, that were driving the BMWs, the brand new ones that they got when they were 16. So I felt like I had to morph myself into someone else when I was around them. And then when I wasn't around them and I was around other people, I had to shrink myself. So I learned that in high school and middle school. I had to be bigger than I was around some people and shrunk down around other people. And the reason for that is that our ego, which is not a bad part of us, but the ego's job is to keep us safe and alive and accepted by all. So it teaches us to morph. It teaches us to become someone that we're not. It teaches us to put on that false self, okay, to fit in. Well, I got to tell you all, we're not here to fit in. We don't want you to fit in. We don't want to fit in anymore. So a big part of what we're doing is cracking and shattering that comfort zone that you have built around yourself. It's not wrong, nor are you wrong, and it's not bad. It's your comfort zone. If I have this life, and think about I think about an igloo sometimes, like a little igloo. I'm in an igloo. This is my comfort zone. And if I go outside of it, it starts to feel uncomfortable. My nervous system starts to do this. I don't like how that feels. I know this is comfortable. Going back to my friend, she was very comfortable at $75,000 a year. I said, why wouldn't you go for $150,000? That's too much. I said, for who? You have two kids. They're both going to be going to college. Deadbeat dad. You need money. Yeah, but it doesn't feel comfortable for me to even think about that much money. So you better believe it. I sat her down and I worked with her on those beliefs. I'm like, we have some work to do, because why can't we want it? And that's another thing I find with women. Why can't we don't want well? We take care of everyone else. This is just women in general. It's in our collective consciousness. We take care of everyone else. But what about what we want? I love Dan Sullivan. He talks a lot about this in his book, 10X is easier than 2X. And he's right. And he talks about wanting, and he wanted a really big house. People were like, why do you want such a big house? You don't need it. And he's like, I want it. And I related to that so strongly. I want a bigger house. And my family says to me, my extended family says, why would you want that? That's only you and Grandma at home. I'm like, because I want it. My energy, I need more space. This house isn't spacious enough for me. I love it. I'm on the lake, but I need more space. So I'm creating that. So we need to think about these things. What we're going to be doing in the mastermind, but even today, is starting to shatter. And I hope you're scared. Write down anything that is concerning you right now and making you feel scared. We're shattering your igloo, your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is what keeps you stuck. We're not here to live in comfort zones. That's small. We got to expand out of that comfort zone. Again, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would say that to everybody, but I'm especially saying it to you that are here. Because if you're here, you are made for more. You're made to expand. You're made to live in your empire. You're made to create your empire. You're made to align with your empire. Okay. So I'm saying it to all of you. You got to end the comfort zone. It doesn't work anymore. Especially yesterday, we also talked a lot about shedding the snake. We are in the year of the snake. Think about what a snake does. It molts, it loses its skin. That ends in February, mid-February, that ends. So you've got just a little bit more time. It also is a 9-year. So 2025 is a 9-year. That's the completion year. That's the ending. There's so much energy around completion, ending, shedding. And then we go into next year, 2026. You add that up, it's a 1-year. New beginnings, the new you. And then we go from the snake year to the horse year, which is galloping. Like we're going to go fast. That's what we're doing in this mastermind. We're moving fast, and we're going to help you to get into the next version of you, into your empire. It's funny. So I live on a lake, and I was kayaking. It had to be maybe 9 months ago or a year ago. No, it wasn't a year ago because that would have been December, but it was sometime when it wasn't freezing cold. Anyway, I was kayaking, and I do a lot of meditation / channeling and downloading when I'm in the kayak and I'm all alone and I'm quiet. And I said, gosh, life feels really hard. And the voice came in and said, yes, it's because you're moving through the eye of the needle. And you can't take who you were through the eye of the needle. I was like, oh, that's so good. And I have heard, I get that voice comes in and says, when I'm having a really hard time, I'll hear that voice say, remember, Michelle, you're moving through the eye of the needle. But what I realize is we're all moving through the eye of the needle. It's not just me. So I'm saying this to all of you. So what that means to me is, my sisters, and I mean that, it's time for us to align. It is time for us to align with our true self, our soul mission. And you cannot be the new version, the true version of you with the old you. You can't take it through the eye of the needle. The eye of the needle to me are the ego structures that we built to keep us safe, to keep us small, and to keep us in our comfort zone. You can't do it. You have to put yourself on a limb. You have to go into that unsafe. It feels unsafe until it feels safe. It feels unsafe until it becomes normalized and it's your new normal. I promise you, I've done this repeatedly. Elise, Jessica, yes, you guys agree? Yes, it's uncomfortable and then it's not. And then it's uncomfortable and it's like, oh, it's just normal for me. I remember the very first time, probably in 2006 or 7, I had to post on Facebook. I almost threw up. I was like, oh my God, it's my business. I have to, this new thing called Facebook. And I posted and I was like, I'm going to vomit. I looked at the damn post like 55 times that day. I almost wanted to throw up. And now if you've seen me, if you guys follow me on social, yesterday I posted no makeup on. I don't give two craps anymore. I'm doing a story on Instagram or something. I don't know where they posted it, but it's out there. No makeup, hat on. I could care less. Sometimes I'm in bed in the morning. I'm like, good morning. I don't care. But I didn't get there on that day in 2007. I'm here now. But it was because I shattered my comfort zones over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm not special. I've done nothing major other than looking at my stuff and being willing to take a look at it and go, I'm going through it. I'm going through that eye of the needle. I'm doing it. So that's the first thing that I wanted to review. Are you guys feeling triggered, I hope? Are things bubbling up? Okay, good. I'm getting yeses. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I see you guys writing. Keep writing. Keep writing down. This is your work to help you to shed. Okay, here we go. Next part. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the quantum field. I know that we're doing a lot of work in the quantum, and Elise so beautifully spoke yesterday about quantum. really coming into the quantum field, into the wealth consciousness and all the things. Again, if you did not hear yesterday, please go watch yesterday. It was so good. But I too love the quantum field. It is something I'm passionate about. And I was reflecting on your talk yesterday, Elise, and I thought, let me break down what the quantum is to me. I really want to just, again, we can go crazy with the quantum field, but we're not going there. I'm not a physicist, but I'm going to just break it down for you because I want you to understand what we're doing with you guys over these 3 days and in the mastermind. Okay. So the quantum field is this. Everything is energy. Everybody knows. Everyone, oh yeah, everything's energy. It really is energy. We are particles. Watch the Matrix movie. We are particles of energy that have come together to create the form of who we are, of the desk that you're at, of the computer screen. So everything is energy. Everything is connected. So I am connected to the floor, to my desk, to my microphone, to all of you. I've actually had an experience of this in a meditation. It was wild. I was like, there are little energy beads over myself, and it connected to everything in the world. It connected to the trees, to the grass, to everything. I said, this is wild. So everything is energy. Everything is connected. Everything is happening all at once. Everything's happening all at once. So I'm not going to go too high level here, but that means there is no time, which my brain is like that emoji that goes, that emoji. Like, what? What does that mean? Which means there's no past and future. It's all in the now. So truly what we're living in are parallel lives. In other words, the life where you are living with your empire is already happening. It's already happening right now. So I don't know if you've heard these ideas that have come out. This is all quantum field talk. I'm really breaking it down. This is called Quantum Field for Dummies, and I am included in the dummy. So the quantum field says there is no past and future, and we have past and future because we're in the 3D reality here. But the quantum field says we are in parallel lives. And this is a mind blow to me. I can't even wrap my brain around this even a little bit, but I want to say it for the sake of what we're doing in the mastermind. Every thought you have is creating a new reality, which my brain goes, what? So Elise did something yesterday. She did a beautiful meditation. I can't remember who it was, Elise. Who was that had the most incredible experience after your meditation? Elise brought us into the quantum field to go find that. Elise, what was it? The future you, give me your words on that.
Yeah, it was it was 2026 you. It's
Yes.
like horse year. And I saw her, it was Kristen. The
Yes.
CMA. Yeah.
Is she here?
Yes. It was
Kristen,
fun.
would you be willing to share what that was like for you yesterday? Where are you?
Yeah.
I don't see you.
Okay. Can you?
Oh, there you are. I got you. Okay, go ahead.
Hi. Um, it was really amazing. And I'm really grateful and I thank you. I'm going to try to just keep it short and sweet. The feeling that my son and I have been working on some stuff. I pretty much stopped, the career that I was really going for to raise my son. And now it's turned out that my son is an amazing, just recording engineer and producer. And I'm a singer. That's what I do. I am. It's what I'm put here to do.
That's your divine assignment. Your divine assignment.
It is my divine assignment. It
Yeah.
is. It is. And I know a lot of people I have a lot of friends who you would know of. You've heard their names. They've gotten it done. And I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
And I had given up. I really had given up. But my son started talking about, what if we did it together, Mom? Like a mother-son thing. That could be cool. The Judds did it.
Yes.
And we've been working on a project. We're in the recording studio. We've been recording some stuff. And I already have some music on Spotify. Anyway, I just didn't, I just haven't been able to believe or hope that he's got it, but I've been holding him back because I haven't believed it,
Mm-hmm.
and that visualization yesterday, I wasn't expecting to see it. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I really wasn't, y'all. But I saw it, and I saw us performing one of the songs that we're recording right now. I saw us performing. Maybe it was the CMAs, maybe it was some other, all I know is it was just, it felt like CMAs. It felt like it was some big thing. And it was him and we were performing, and I could even see what I was wearing. I could see.
Yeah, this is what I want to know. Give me the details of what you saw. I want to know this.
I was in just a fabulous, long, gorgeous, cool ass, bohemian kind of thing, and he was right there with me, and he was playing guitar, and we had this kick-ass band behind us, and people that I know, and my mom was there, and the people that I know that have helped my son and I, and that are there already, they were there, and they were celebrating with us. And it was just really cool. It was amazing.
And it's bringing you to tears. It's so amazing.
Yeah. It was powerful. So
what are the tears?
Really
tell me about the tears.
Like it's maybe that I can hope again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's already happening right now.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. Thank you. I love this, Kristen. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've thought about you for the last 24 hours. I'm like,
and I'm gonna just call out my niece Aubrey. She's the one who brought me here, y'all. And she can't be here today, but I'm just so grateful she brought me here. Thank you.
We're so grateful you showed that you were here. So thank you. And everyone wants your music. So you gotta at some point drop it in the comments over here. We want your Spotify link. But here's the thing. Something becomes more believable when there's evidence. I think about Lance Armstrong, and I'm not going to quote Lance Armstrong because I don't remember the actual stat, but I do remember it was such a big deal when he raced in the Tour de France. That sounded really New York, where I'm from. The Tour de France. Let me say it again. I don't remember his time, but they said it was impossible and all this, and then it was possible. And then after he did it, all these other, what do they call them? Cyclists have continued to do it. So no big deal once there's evidence of it. So when we, like Kristen is sharing, when Elise took us through that meditation, you landed, this is my take on it, Kristen and everyone, you landed in one of your parallel realities that's already happening. And the reason it brought you to tears was because it was palpable. You could feel it, could you not? You could tell us who was in the audience, your son, your mother, the dress you were wearing. Do you know the song you were singing? Yeah, she knows the song. That's the evidence. And let me tell you, I've done this work with quantum jumping for so long. There's evidence everywhere. Start paying attention. Just start paying attention. And this is the work we're going to go deep dive in over the next 6 months in the mastermind. But you started it yesterday with Elise. I want to tell you my experience because I have evidence now as well. So for myself, I told you I want a bigger house. And I always see a scene where it's for some reason it's the fall, it's around Thanksgiving, and I'm doing a big team meeting. So everyone that works with me, I've invited them to my home. And the big thing for me, I want everyone to have their own room and their own bathroom. I like mini master bedrooms for all that come and visit me. And so this house, I could get an architect to draw it out. It's so clear in my mind. And I see this table. It's got little name tags at everyone's seat and this most beautiful centerpiece with what is it called? Is it a gourd? Like the pumpkins and all the beautiful fall things. And the plates are beautiful. The table is beautifully set. I did not set the table. Guess who set it? My private chef set that table. You better believe it. He comes and he does dinner. And by the way, his name is Marcus. He is gay and he is amazing. He has become a close friend of mine. I love him. What's interesting, so I've got my exercise room. I've got the whole thing planned out. I can see the pool in the backyard. I see the driveway. I see the cars in the drive. I see this so clearly. In fact, when I make decisions about anything, I go talk to that Michelle. I see her. She's in the kitchen hanging out with Marcus quite a bit. She loves Marcus. But I see her standing there. I see her outfit. I see it. So what I'm doing is I'm tapping into that parallel reality that's happening. And I'll ask her, what do you think? Should I do my next live event in New York or in Charlotte? Or should I go to LA? Where do you think I should do this? And she will talk to me. It's freaking wild. Here's my evidence. Here's what's crazy. I was talking to a friend of mine who's rather intuitive, and she says to me, I was telling her about it. I don't tell a lot of people about it because I don't want them to distort this reality, or I didn't in the beginning. Now I don't care. I'll tell anybody about it because it's so, I know it's here, like it's right here. So what we're doing is I know we talk about compressing time. We're just jumping a timeline is what we're doing to get there. That's actually what we're doing. But my intuitive friend said to me, I was telling her about this old house, and she goes, oh, well, I said, I'm going to have a private chef. And here's the thing. I hope you guys hear me. I'm unapologetic about it. I'm not doing this to impress anybody. Going back to Dan Sullivan, it's just what I want. Why can't I? My mom and my other people in the family were like, why would you want a house that big? I go, if I would have a house that big, I'm not cleaning that thing. Like, why are you worried about it? This is just what I want. Why can't we have what we want? I'm like screaming this from the rooftops to everybody now. But anyway, my friend says to me, oh my God, you're going to have a private chef. She goes, you got to have a gay chef. I said, he is. His name's Marcus. She started laughing. And then about 2 months ago, no joke, my friend calls me and she says, I have to tell you something. She goes, I had a dream about you. She goes, I have had this dream 4 days ago about you. 4 days ago. How many of you, when you have a dream, by noon the next day or by 9 a.m. the next day, you cannot recall that dream, right? It's like gone. Like, I don't remember what I dreamt last night unless I wrote it down. So she calls me and she goes, I don't know why I feel like I'm supposed to say this to you. And I said, what? She goes, she says, I had a dream. I pulled up, she said, you invited me over for a massage. And I said, oh. And she says, yeah. And you said you were going to do it at your house. And I said, oh, okay. I'm having massage therapists, masseuses come to my house. She says, yeah. So in the dream, I drove up to this house. She says, Michelle, this house was gorgeous. And I said, really? And she says, yes. And there were 2 massage therapists standing there. And you said, oh, go in this room over here. And we were going to do side-by-side massages. And I said, really? And she says, yes, this house was gorgeous. She described the house in my quantum field where I go talk to Michelle. She goes, you had a private chef. There was this, everything. She goes, you had a private workout room. I saw you told me your private trainer comes there to work out. I said, shut up. She goes, I don't know why I think I know I'm supposed to say this to you. And I said, she didn't know that I had been thinking about that. She didn't know that I was creating that. And I said, there's my evidence right there. It's happening. That's a sign. This is when I talk about the signs. It's the signs from the universe. Are you paying attention to when the clock says 222, 333, 444, 1111? Are you paying attention to songs on the radio and you don't hear the whole song, and then you hear that one line and you go, that's for you. Pay attention. There are no coincidences. I have erased that from my vocabulary. Everything is synchronistic. It is designed for you. Everything, every single thing. So pay attention. It is designed for you. Okay. That's my recap from yesterday. I thought about it so much. I was like, we got to talk a little bit more about these things. They're so important. Elise brought up so many great points. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to go into a little bit about myself because I know many of you do not know me. And this is just a little tiny bit. I mean, tiny. And then we're going to jump right into doing some of your own clearing. Okay. So I was ever since I was a little girl, I was very much questioning always, why is the world like this? This doesn't make sense. I want to understand. I don't know. I just had a lot of questions, and I was very, very, very sensitive to energy. And I would identify as an empath. Does anyone else identify as an empath? or look at everyone. It's like, yes. Or highly says, is there anyone that's not an empath? Maybe I just say it like that. Or highly sensitive person, meaning you really feel energy. And as an empath, we get very confused and overwhelmed with other people's emotions that are in our environment. So if you grew up in a house where there was anything going on, it could be happy or sad or chaotic or whatever, we're picking up on that and we think it's our thoughts, our beliefs. It's very confusing. But so that was my childhood of growing up being very sensitive to energy. I would startle very easily. I didn't like crowds. It was so overwhelming for me. But I knew, I don't feel like I ever had a spiritual awakening. I feel like I was born very much aware of a lot. And again, I was born we know I was born a very long time ago, right? So nobody really talked about this stuff back then. Nobody talked about energy. Nobody really talked about being an empath. There was no internet. There were no cell phones. So I'm wandering around as this little, very, very intuitive, let's call it psychic little kid, picking up on everyone else's stuff. And it was very, very overwhelming. In fact, as I went through school, my friends used me as a human radar detector in high school. They would be like, Michelle, tell us where the cops are. I was like, okay. We'd be driving on the road. I'm like, oh, there's a cop ahead. I can feel it. It's like a mile away. They're like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. No one else was doing this stuff. I'm like, does my boyfriend, is he going to break up with me? I'm like, yeah, I think he's cheating on you with that girl over there. They're like, how do you know? I'm like, nobody was saying you're really intuitive. Nobody even used that word. So I'm wandering around going, I don't know what the hell is going on. But I did know I could feel energy from the time I was a little kid. And I was like, I wish someone would speak my language. I don't know what is happening. And it was confusing, like I said. So fast forward, I went to, Graham and I moved to Charleston, South Carolina in 1995. And someone gave me, I went to go see the psychic there. And she goes, you are so powerful. I said, I am. Tell me more. And I don't say that I'm powerful. We're all powerful. Okay. Everyone is. And she goes, listen to this. And it was many of you might not know what this is. It's a cassette tape, a little cassette tape. And it was of Abraham Hicks. And if you don't know who Abraham Hicks is, it's Esther Hicks channels. Abraham is a group of enlightened beings. And phenomenal. I popped this thing in on my way home and I was like, oh my God, like finally. And it wasn't like I was learning. It felt like I was remembering. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like, oh, when you hear something, notice, are you actually learning it or is it a memory that's being reawakened inside of you? So I said, okay, this is it. So Graham and I, we get on we're on the weekly tapes that we're getting from Abraham Hicks. It was amazing. And we moved to Nashville, Tennessee in '07. And right away I'm teaching. I love to teach. I was a therapist and coach, but very spiritual, never traditional. And so it was right in line for me. And I love teaching. So I started teaching groups on the law of attraction. This is way before The Secret. Like this is so fun back then. So I was doing this. Everyone remember The Secret and law of attraction and all that? Yes, right? So thoughts create, law of attraction, all that great stuff, which is very important. I did that. And I also did vision boarding with people. I used to have craft boxes that I'd bring and do all these workshops around vision boarding, and everything has come true on my vision board. I have to say the first one I did, except for being on Oprah. And I'm not going to say it's not coming. It's still coming. So anyway, so that's what I did. But here's the thing, the feedback that I got from people and myself, because Graham and I would sit and we would do these creation sessions back in, again, like '07, even before then we did it. And it was so cool. I was creating like, oh, I remember I wanted these velvet, like very specific color, like your lipstick today, Elise. They were that color, this beautiful rusty orange. Velvet drapes. Bam, created those. Like someone would go, I'm over at Pier 1. I saw these drapes. Didn't you want like this color? I was like, yes, create. Well, it wasn't but there was some things that weren't creating quickly for me. Have you all had this experience? You know what I'm talking about. You're trying to create, you're thinking about it. I'm imagining, I'm visualizing. I call it living chin up. I call it creating from consciousness. Consciousness is important, but it's only 10%, if that, of who we are. Most of our world exists in the unconscious mind, what I call chin down. We think we can create from here. We cannot. We can help align ourselves with our creations from here. We've got to get clear on what's going on in the unconscious mind. And that is what I realized in teaching law of attraction to so many people over the years. They would say, I could create this and not that. I'm like, okay, my feeling was always that something was missing in the true law of attraction teachings. There is law of attraction, but you got to clear the blocks. You really have to become mindful of the blocks. So that's what I want to talk with you guys about today. So let's do this. Let's see. What we want to do is really go into the unconscious mind. So we have talked about money. We've talked about wealth. We've talked about empire. Think for a moment around, I want you to think about, how do you feel about wealth, or what were your money beliefs that you grew up with or that you have now that you're trying to overcome? This is about shattering our glass ceiling. So I'd love to see in the chat in the chat, what are some of your beliefs about money? I'm going to give you some of the ones that are so common. Money is the root of all evil. People with money are selfish or mean. If I'm really successful, I'll be all alone. If I shine too brightly, it won't be safe. I believe if I do what it takes to have money, I will. Oh, yes. I don't know how to manage money. Thank you, Cherie. I'm not capable of making money on my own. Yes. Is that interesting? Have to work hard. I don't have to worry about making money or having a plan about making money. That's just a man's job. Yes. I love this. I'm an artist and rely on others. Beautiful. I was told people that have money are self. Yes, Jessica, so true. That is so common right there. People who have money are uppity. Yep. I'm the only one who can make money. I have to take care of everything. Yep, Laura. Money comes and money goes. Yep. Okay, cool. Love it. Money equals freedom. Go, Laura. Oh, Laurette, look at you go. Love it. Money is to be shared with family. I'm too big for my britches. Oh, gosh, Cindy. I've heard money scripts for years, and this, oh, that life is not for you, Morgan. Yes, very common. These are all, it's so funny. We think they're our own. These are so, everything you guys said, very, 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 very common. Very, very common beliefs. So the question is, how do we change these beliefs? So let's do that now. I'm too grateful for what I have. Oh, because, yep. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is I want you to think about something. It could be, and you guys get to pick right now. It could be that money script that is not in line with who you are. It's not in line with you becoming and stepping into your empire. So it could be about money. Find that one statement. Oh, I'm getting feedback. Okay. So find that one statement. Okay. It could be about money. It could be about stepping into your empire. How does that make you feel? How does it feel to shatter your glass ceiling and become who in your soul you know you want to become? How does it make you feel? What thoughts come up? What are the thoughts? What we're looking for right now, there you go, scared and unsafe, Sheree, perfect. We're looking for the resistance. So when you feel fear, overwhelmed, scared, all these things, that is your resistance to the thing that you really, really want. Okay. Tight, anxious, perfect. Laura. So write down a statement, that limiting belief statement. Again, whatever it is, it can be about money or just a limiting statement that you have that will help you. Once you dismantle that statement, it will help you shatter your part of your glass ceiling. I'm going to give you guys a moment. Write down that one statement. One statement. What are your fears? Think about the fears that you have around that thing, around money. I call it also a misbelief. They're a belief, it's just a misbelief. It's like it's a little bit off target. Scared, unsafe. Yep. Money won't last. Pick one of those, Lizbeth. Beautiful. Money won't last. So pick one statement, everyone. You guys ready? We need one statement. Okay. All right, here we go. So as you say that statement to yourself, okay, whatever it is. So I'm going to just take, oh, you don't have to make small. Let's just say money won't last. I like that one. That's just a quick, easy one. So, but pick whatever one you have is perfect. You can't get this one wrong. Okay. So when you think about that belief, money won't last, or any of your beliefs, I'm just using that as an example. What I'd like you to do is tune in as if you're doing a very gentle, you're in an MRI or a body scan. Start at the top of your head and very gently, very slowly drag your attention from the top of your head to your toes very slowly and notice in your body where you feel teeny tiny resistance. I mean, it could be big too, but it could be very tiny, like a feather touching you. Could be a knot in your throat. Could be tightness in your belly. Could be anything, but there's some sort of resistance somewhere, and we want to go find it. So I'm going to give you guys a minute to locate it in your body. Perfect, Laura. Okay, and if you want to close your eyes, yes, you will go deeper. And take some slow, deep breaths. Regulate yourself. Get yourself in the body. Where is that belief hiding? It's in us. It's in our energy field. It's sitting there. And it's actually creating resistance. And it's okay. So once you locate, so what we're looking for again, that statement, keep your eyes closed, everybody. That statement is creating an energy disruption resistant in the body. It's actually in your energy field. We're going to go with the body. So place your attention on the body where you feel the resistance. Just notice, okay, it's my stomach, let's say, or it's tightness here. I'm just going to place, and even if you feel a teeny tiny feather, place your attention there and watch what happens next. Witness what happens next, because it's an energy, it might start to move, or maybe not. The next thing you want to do is ask that part of you, because it's a part, ask it what its purpose is, and go with the first thought that comes to you. And then you're going to thank it. So say thank you. Even if it sounds crazy what it's saying to you, it doesn't matter. Still thank it. Thank you so much. Its intention is good, but it might not feel good. Then ask it how old it thinks you are. Go with the first thought that comes to you. And it might be surprising. It typically is. And then thank it again. And then let it know how old you truly are today. Take a breath. And then then notice again that feeling you had before. Has it changed at all? You're just noticing, keeping your eyes closed. Ask it what it would like you to know, this part of you. What do you want me to know? Then you're going to thank it. Thank you for sharing that with me. Ask it what it needs from you. Let it know you can help it attain that or give it that, whatever it needs. Say, I can take care of that for you. And then go to your heart space, the center of your body. And if you want to put your hand there, you can. If it feels aligned, put your hand there. You don't have to. But whatever that first belief was, the limiting belief, I want you to think about what else is possible or what else could be true. And it feels like the almost the opposite of what the limiting belief is. Ask your heart space. What else could be true? So you get the opposite belief or something like that. And now I want you to decide which one would you like to align with? Which one, which belief do you want to align with? You get to choose the woman you are today in December of 2025 gets to choose. So choose it. Our choice is a huge gift. Choose that belief. Say, this is mine now. This is true for me now. And then do that. And now notice what's happening now with the belief that was originally there. Is there anything it needs to know now? Is there anything you need to say to it? So go ahead and let it know. And you can also let it know that you're ready to choose a new belief, that it's safe for you. Whatever you need to say to it, let it know you've got it. It's the year 2025. Things are different. You're in a group now of women that are very supportive, very, very safe. That's all of us, because we would support you in that. We'll cheerlead you all the way. That part, that little part, that first part doesn't know that. You have to let it know. It is safe to let that go. Now take the energy of the new belief, the opposite belief, and we're going to go back into the heart space. And like you're turning up a dimmer switch in a room of light, let it expand. Start seeing that energy expand through every single cell in your body. I typically think of cells in the body like little emojis that are smiling. Let that energy move through every single cell in your body. And ladies, we have to claim it. It's our right to claim this new belief. You got to claim it. You got to own it. You choose it. Let that energy expand, that beautiful light throughout every cell in your body, head to toe, fingertip to fingertip, up to the top of your head to your toes. Breathe it in. And then let that energy run right down through the bottoms of your feet into the earth to anchor in this new truth. You might have to tend to that first part and say, I've got this. I promise you, I've got this. I've got this. I'm safe. Whatever words you need to hear, let it know. And now, this is the last part. Go back to your heart. What is your heart? And you're going to ask your heart this question. What does it need you to know about who you are today that you might not have known? Tell me something about me that I don't know. This is like something really good that you might not be seeing. We don't see who we are. It's hard to do that. What does your heart want you to know about you? One sentence, one statement. And when you're ready, feel yourself come back. Thank your parts. And if you want to take a moment just to write down any highlights for future reference, there you go. And that statement that you got at the end is a wonderful, wonderful thing to do with an affirmation in the mirror. I love that. Look right in the mirror and you're going to say it. Okay. So, how was that? Oh, good. Thank you. Powerful. Ooh, Megan, I belong with light and love. Love it. Ray, I love that you love this. Thank you, Elise. Cherie. Cherie. Woo! I have all the courage I need. Oh, Christina, I'm glad you liked it. Didn't expect to cry. Oh my God. Go, Sarah. I love that. Wow, Laura, holy. Oh, you're a magic. Michelle, yes, you are. Oh my God, I love this. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Full body chills. And tears. I love it. Love this. My 12-year-old self wants to buy all of her friends a new bike with the money. Oh my God, I love it. Oh. I'm glad you did not wear mascara. I love this. Oh, you guys. Anyone want to share? I want to hear. You have what it takes. Yes, Susan Long. Absolutely. Sarah Kelly, you want to go? Was your hand up? Did you do this or not? Yes?
Yeah, and then I got scared, and then you called my name anyway, so
You see,
we're gonna
I'm
do it.
calling you out, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh,
Here you
I'm
are.
so full of tears. I know. Oh my gosh. So I went into this thinking I can't even try to build an empire because I'm gonna lose sight of my relationships and my family's gonna suffer.
Hmm.
And um, there's there's a 14-year-old girl in me who, I mean, shocker, that was right when my parents got divorced, right?
Yep. Yep.
Who is trying to take care of her family because my mom checked out when they got divorced. She was smoking weed and doing drugs in her room, and I found myself having to take care of a baby brother. And
Oh,
I did a terrible job. I did a terrible job, and
well,
I I I thought I had forgiven myself for that. Like that's not on you, 14-year-old
hmm.
girl, but she's still in there and like still
Yeah.
like, no, Sarah, you can't go build empires. You can't do these things for yourself because you have to take care of this family that you have. And it broke my heart. Like it
Oh,
broke
yeah.
my heart.
Oh,
And then
love
being able
this.
to say, like, I've got this. Like, I can build this for myself and I can love
Yes.
my family and I can love you. And like, I
Yes.
can love everybody. Like, I'm full of love, is what I walked away with. And like,
Beautiful.
uh,
Oh my God. I'm so glad I made you come on here. Beautiful, Sarah. Beautiful, 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 beautiful work. I love that you did this. And this is what we don't realize is that these younger parts of self are running our lives and we have no idea. We have no idea.
still, it's wild that, like, do you know how many times I have thought I have addressed this? Like,
Yes.
counselors are like,
Yes.
keeps coming up. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah,
There's a
thank you.
divine timing for everything, but also, and again, who knows why? Maybe this is just your time. The kind of work. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I would say keep working with her. Keep talking to your 14-year-old And you're going to notice, and you might notice a sensation in your body when she's coming up to take charge or when there's fear. So the homework for everyone is to keep working if that part is still there. Sometimes parts just go, oh, you got it. I'm out of here. Other times parts are lingering and they're like, wait, are you sure you've got it? Are you positive? I'm not sure if I believe you. And that's okay. That's okay. But what we want to do is say, thank you. I got this. So you'll notice a shift within your body and you'll notice, wait a minute, I think I just reverted into my younger self. I call it the adolescent chair or even the child self, right? We want to remain in what we call it's the adult chair. Okay. So in our adult chair, we are sitting in truth in the moment today, 2025, December, is it 11th? December 11th. So you have to remind her, hold on. How old are you? You got to say, how old are you?
38.
Okay. So you have to say to her, my darling, thank you so much for coming here or for showing up. I'm 38. I've got this. You can go. What do 14-year-olds do? I don't know what they do now for fun. What do 14-year-olds do?
I
Go
have
go
no
go and
idea.
hang out with your friends. Go hang out with your friends. Go relax. Go for a walk in the park. Go be with your friends. I've got this. You don't have to do this. I don't want you to do this because I love you. So that's how we continue this work. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, so this I call the work that I do, I call it it's energetic parts work or quantum parts work. The way that I work is I work with people where they are today and we jump timelines. So remember yesterday working with Elise, we are going into a parallel timeline that is over here, the you that has the empire. If we're going to look at past and future, which again we'll just do that for the sake of because we're human and we think like that. What I do with people is I take you where you are today and I springboard back in time onto a timeline. We do this work for minutes and then we springboard right back into the moment and we clean up the you that needed to be cleaned up. We reparent, and most of what we're doing is updating programs. Because Sarah, thank you again for sharing. She was living from a very old program. She's 38. She's living from a 14-year-old program. Think about your cell phone. Do you update your phone? Do you update your computer? You know how it says software update is available. We constantly update our electronics. We humans, again, are navigating off of a very old roadmap. We just need updating. We need updating. So that is the work that we're going to do. Again, we're going to take this and we're going to blast. We're going to really expand on it over the 6 months. But oh, thank you, Laura. The adult chair book is a must read. Okay, Christina, let's hear from you. I know that she is afraid. Oh, can we talk about this, Christina? Where are you? Will you come talk to me? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, you walked away.
I'm here.
Busted. I want to hear. I like what you just said. I want to hear what happened with you.
So I was surprised to hear that she said if we have a lot of money, people are going to take advantage of us.
Yes.
And I've never thought that before.
Is that interesting?
Yeah. And so
Wait, pause. I just got to say this. Did you hear what she just said? I've never thought that before. That means here. It's like, because it's coming from this. Did I say this? I think about all the time, like the iceberg analogy, right? In the iceberg, we only see this much of an iceberg, and under the ocean is this massive rest of the iceberg. That's the unconscious mind where all of our programs and beliefs are sitting. So you've never had that rise up above the surface into your conscious mind. So it surprised you. People say this to me for 3 decades now, like, wait, where did that come from? Like, that's the weirdest thing. What happened? Right? I love it. So keep going. I want to hear more, but I wanted to catch that. It was a very, very important point.
yeah, so then I told her, I said, no, if we have a lot of money, then we can help other people. We can do so many more things. And that's
Yes.
when she said, oh, so I can buy all my friends a bike? And I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Yes. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. I
It was
love
so
it. So how
cool.
did you end with her? That was the bike
She seemed very
conversation?
happy. Yeah, she seemed very happy. And I told her, I said, this is, I can, we can give money away and it comes back. It's not,
Yep.
if we give it away, it's not going to stay away. It'll come back to us. And so we kind
Yeah,
of had that sort of back and forth. And she thanked me for, and she felt silly. She's like, I don't even know why I thought that then. Like, it sounds like you've got a handle on it.
I love it. Love her up like crazy. Say, it's okay, my darling. We want to thank you, Christina. That was
Thank you.
beautiful. Can't wait for the bikes. It's awesome. What we want to do, everybody, is make sure that we are loving up these parts no matter what. Even the parts that look at us and go, I effing hate you. I look back at those parts and go, because guess what? They're trying to keep your life together. They're trying to help you to make it in life. And now we're tapping into these parts and they're coming back to us going, F you. I've had several of those parts, I can say. I have Farrell Michelle and many others that I've worked with over the years. And we turn toward them and we love these parts to death. From the woman that we are today, the age that we are today, the year that we are in this moment, I can turn toward that part and know, hold on a second. I get you and I love you and it's okay. You can be pissed at me. You can be angry at me. I don't care. I've got you. I've got you. Did anyone have a hard time with that? Anyone want to share? Anyone at all? Feel blocked or anything at all around this? Like it didn't work for me. Anybody? Okay.
I'll
So you all had a,
share.
what'd you
I
say?
I'll share.
Hold on.
Um,
Who's, wait, raise your hand. I can only see like three of you at a time. Who's talking?
Sandra.
Hold on. Oh, Sandra. There you are.
Yeah.
Hold on. I found
Um,
you. I found you. We have to go through like a line of four people and just keep doing this. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear from you, babe.
I felt it, and then I think I know my fear
Mhm.
jumped
Yeah.
in,
Yep. Yep.
and
So
then
what?
I had to work to get it back. And I used to feel like this when I was young, just like you were
Mhm.
talking about. And I've always I've always felt things, but when I feel and I say, I rock the boat, and my family just throws their arms up. And
So yeah, I'm
yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
no. And so I've done work before,
Mm-hmm.
and um I've 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 followed you for a long time. And
Oh.
I was able to get out of a very unhealthy uh marriage and be on my own and
Ooh.
educate myself and get a new career. And
Wow.
um it's just brought me back to that maybe I've lost it again and I have to work on it once more.
May I reframe that for you?
Yes.
Maybe it's here to be dismantled.
Yeah.
I'm going to say one. Well, I want to say one thing about the year of the snake and going through the eye of the needle is that as we do this work, as we're shedding, we can't shed what we don't see and know, right? So, what I have found over the last several months, and this is going to go on through February, um, all of our stuff is rising up. All have you guys noticed? Like, it can be, it's tough, right? It's like all this crap keeps coming up. This is so gross. It reminds me of a zit that you have to pop and it explodes and then it heals and it's gone. So when we're feeling what you're feeling, Sandra, we have to then this is what I say, you turn toward it and you go directly into it. I need to know you. Who are you? So when you said, when I feel and say whatever, my family does what? What did you say?
They just go up in arms. They say I'm difficult. They say I can't. Why
Mm-hmm.
are you so difficult? Why do you always have to question? Why is it that you always have to single out? It's just
So,
so I've
so hold on a second. Hold on a second. So as you're saying this right now, you're in that energy. I feel it, right? You're in with your family now and they're telling you all these things. Imagine your family saying this stuff to you. Got it?
Mhm.
You're imagining. How old do you feel? Drop below your chin and go with the first thought that comes to you. How old are you right now?
10.
10. Yeah, that little sweetheart, 10-year-old. Do you see her or sense her or hear her? What is it?
Oh, I see her. Oh, I see
Yeah.
her. I sense her. I call her Sammy.
Oh, I love it. Sammy.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we do this work quickly? Is that okay with you? A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so if you would be willing to close your eyes just for a moment. Okay, turn towards Sammy, little beautiful 10-year-old Sammy. Okay. And do you see where she is?
Yes.
Okay, where is she?
She's in her closet in her bedroom
Because,
because it's just a safer place.
yeah, for sure. So, the woman you are today, Sandra, how old are you today in 2025?
56.
56. So, can you at age 56 very slowly, gently walk into her room,
Hmm.
little you who's 10, and not abruptly, but kind of peek around the corner and does she see you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, what happens when she sees you?
She looks over at me and I'm extending my arms to her.
And,
And
and
I'm
is she
crouched down because she's sitting down.
is she
And so
coming
I'm
towards you?
bending down to her. She just has my hand and I
Oh,
have her hand.
what did you need to hear when you were a little girl? Just think about that. Can you say that to her now? You don't have to say it out loud, or you can, but say it inside or out loud.
That you're loved and that everything that you think and that you say is just a part of you.
Mhm. And it's time for you to stop dimming your light and to be exactly who you are. To, that she's not too much for you, is she?
No.
That's your superpower, my darling. That's your superpower. The energy that 10-year-old was told to suppress is your superpower. That's what needs to come out so you can continue to step into your empire. And by the way, congratulations on leaving an unhealthy marriage, new career, and then you said you got married again.
No, but I'm in a very, very healthy relationship.
You did that. So that's the healthy adult you that did that.
Hmm.
But what we need to do now, so your homework is to tend to your 10-year-old. So ask your 10-year-old if there's anything that excuse me, turn toward your 10-year-old one more time and ask her, say, what do you need from me? And I'm going to say my darling, but you can say whatever you'd like.
It's okay to talk again. It's okay. That's
Yes.
what she says. It's just okay.
You let her know. So again, if you were her parent, the parent that you always wanted that you didn't get, what do you want to say to her right now?
Always okay to talk. It's always. It's always okay to question.
Yeah. It's,
It's always
it's
okay. I think that's
yes.
why I work with young children. I know that's why I work with young children
You're
and young
teaching them to
families.
do what you didn't
Yeah.
get. But here's the missing link. You got to tell her. She's
Mhm.
inside of you. She needs to hear it. So a homework would be for you to spend a minute a day. And if you want to spend longer, you can, but close your eyes, tune into her and say, I love hearing you speak. I love your ideas. I love your whatever you needed to hear that you didn't hear when you were growing up. I love when you speak up. I love your enthusiasm. I love your excitement, whatever it is. You want to pump that into her now as a 10-year-old. And then you can also invite her to leave the house and come live with you where you are right now.
Yeah.
Yep. You say, let's just get out of here. Come and stay with me. And that's where you can look in the mirror and start pumping yourself up. And you got everybody on the call. What did you not hear when you were a child that you so desperately needed to hear? You longed to hear. We got to say it to ourselves right now. Right now. That's how we start changing what's on the inside to then reflect on the outside. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's end that scene though with her. So at the end, let her know you can't wait to hear from her. You love hearing from her. Okay. That's how you end it. All right. Thank you, my darling. This is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I just want to end on that note. Thank you so much for the volunteers today. So good. We have to update our programming. And we also have to, the other part of the things that we're going to be working on is regulating your nervous system. Because, like I said to you, when we expand, it can oftentimes, if my comfort zone is here and we're going to move you out here, your nervous system is going to be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm outside of the comfort zone. This feels very unsafe. So, the work we're going to do is not only the quantum work, the belief work, the quantum parts work, and what Jessica is so beautifully going to do with you tomorrow and then over the 6 months, we're working with your nervous system. Your body has to catch up with her quantum jumping. Your body has to be aligned. So just remember, everyone, we are energetic beings. You can't think this work. You have to feel it. We have to ground it in our body and let your nervous system come with you. You have to bring your nervous system up to where you are and where you want to go. You build the life you actually want to live by truly going inside. And I think it was Elise yesterday, we were talking, was it you that was talking about scraping the bowl? We're going to be scraping the interior of you because the truth is you cannot have an experience out there that's not in here first. You got to think it. We've got to think about that quantum you, and you've got to feel it and align with it. That's how you quantum jump. And the last part is pulling yourself into the ground, into the embodiment phase, which is what Jessica is masterful at. So we have lived a very long time in the systems that we have been living in all these years, all these programs. They are outdated, people. In order to step into your quantum you, into the empire that you want to build, we have to do this work, and we're going to do it together. So I'm so excited to be part of this rising of the divine feminine with all of you. It's going to be an absolute blast. And I want to turn it back over. I want to first thank all of you for today. Thank you for doing the work you did today. Thank you for discovering a new part. I want to get you ready for tomorrow. Jessica is going to slide us into home plate. She's the home run. Absolutely amazing. So, and I just want to say to both Jessica and Elise, I'm so honored to be part of this divine trinity with both of you. This it almost, I might, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to do it. I could, but really, truly, like to be with such incredible women and then to be with all of you. This is the goddess rising, everybody. This is what we're all doing. And I hope we can all do it together. So turning it back to you, Elise Archer.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking, how am I supposed to speak after that? I mean, seriously. I'm crying. Jessica, I think you were crying too. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Um, I think, I mean, there's not enough time to pull out all of the powerful recaps that I got, and I know everyone got. I had to sit down. You know, so I was standing at the beginning, I'm sitting now, like grounding. But this is so often the missing piece and the missing link. And Michelle, you spoke to your nervous system being able to hold and calibrate to the frequency of what you're calling in 2026. And so it's beautiful to affirm and visualize. And I use that work frequently and all the time in my life. And when we're not doing the somatic work and getting our bodies along for the ride and our subconscious and our inner child along for the ride, it can feel like resistance. It can feel like, why am I doing all the right things, but nothing's happening? So, you know, Jessica, you said it this way really powerfully that we have to descend to ascend. But I think what everyone experienced today is that dissension, if that's even a word. I don't know if it's a word, but it is beautiful. Like, is everyone feel, I know we felt a lot of things today, but aren't we feeling more clear, more open, more spacious? And I want you to just imagine right now where you would be with 6 months of this. I mean, this happened in what, less than 90 minutes. I want you to just imagine for a minute 6 months of this type of container, this type of work where you're clearing anything and everything from the past that could stand in your way. And then simultaneously, which we're going to do tomorrow, ascending and really, really blowing the limits off with what is possible for you as you now, with clear energy, a more expanded nervous system that can hold more wealth, hold more opportunities, hold more visibility, hold better relationships, whether that's team, personal, client, all of it. Talk about collapsing time and space. That's what we're going to be doing in this mastermind. So, with that, we've been getting questions on it. We will answer everything tomorrow. So, tomorrow, after Jessica does her magic, we will be opening up for application. We will talk with you about how to apply if it's speaking to you. I know it. I know it is to many of the women here, and so we'd love to have you come along with us as we move into this next horse year with full speed, but also a lot of love and a lot of self-care and a lot of expansion. So, whew, Jessica, do you want to, in just a couple minutes, share with everyone a little preview of what they're going to experience tomorrow with your magic? Because I know it's going to be so good and it's going to build on everything that Michelle did today, which again, I'm just taking it all in. Again, don't ask me to speak after something like that.
I know, very hard to speak after that, very emotional. And the things that came up for me really was around beliefs, right? And that we all have a set of beliefs that we've taken with us up until this point. And I think now, all of you are kind of in this space of considering that what you've believed for this amount of time may actually be a lie, that it actually might be a lie, that perhaps the future, this next era that you are clearly ready to step into, because that's that's why you're here, right? That this next era for you, that there are a new set of beliefs that you can live out, you can embody, you can live out, and you can have the faith that what will be mirrored back to you will mirror back to you what this new truth actually is. And so what I want you to all do right at this, tonight, and as you process everything that we just went through with Michelle, I want you to stay in the vulnerability that you're in, and know that you are safe there, because this is a very safe container. And I want you to protect yourself from now until tomorrow. Protect yourself from anything that may make you feel unsafe, whether that be people, places, things. Because tomorrow, I want you to come in with the knowing, right, that some of the beliefs that you've had up until this point have not been true. And we're going to build upon that. The other thing that I want you to think about this evening is I want you to think about, what in your life have you been waiting on? What in your life have you been waiting on? And what are you waiting for? And I'm so excited to really dive in tomorrow and embody this next era, this, building of the empire.
Get ready. I mean, the visual that I see for everyone tomorrow is like head spinning in such a good way of like, holy crap. I didn't know it could come in that fast. I didn't know I could connect with it. And you're doing it from such a beautiful, clear, powerful energy now. So thank you, Michelle, for your
Thank
beautiful
you.
gifts today. I mean, you changed lives today. You do every time you
Thank
speak.
you.
It really changed a lot of lives today.
Thank you.
Jessica, we are beyond excited for tomorrow. So everyone, same time, same place tomorrow. Be there live. You don't want to miss it. Whew, transformation is already unfolding and is going to really culminate tomorrow. So Love, blessings, peace to everyone. We will see you tomorrow for day 3 of the Empire. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.